Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another reaction video from Venza, Daniel Johnson from The Hague here, and Sean Shields from the U.S. office. Hey, Sean. And today we are joined by Tom from TraknProtect. Tom, introduce yourself.
Hi, Daniel and Sean. Thanks for having me. I'm Tom Hempel. I'm the Vice President of Strategic Partnerships with TraknProtect, the simple, affordable, real-time location solutions for hotels. Thank you.
Fantastic. Glad to have you. TraknProtect and Venza have we go back some time and love working with you guys.
We enjoy our partnership.
So glad to have you on this reaction video and volunteering to be in the hot seat. So the way this works, Tom and Sean is going to share an article. Tom has not seen this article before. At least I don't think. And so we're just going to get his raw reaction from it. So yeah, this is from BBC News Travel, just released today. And the topic, I thought it was rather interesting, so we thought we'd throw it at you. This is in reference to a theme park in East Berlin that has been abandoned now for 20 years. So that's kind of interesting that this theme park that once upon a time had over 1 million visitors a year, but since the fall of the wall in Berlin and the reunification of Germany, this theme park is no longer has not been in operation. But now they're looking at ways of bringing it back in this with a new look and feel, and revitalizing something from a bygone era. And as kind of a add-on, I just wanted to, Sean there's another article that I wanted to share, and this is kind of, it really cuts close to home for me. My son is a university student in Tilburg here in the Netherlands, and the library, the local library, has won all sorts of awards, and it is a former shed. It's right near the train station for engines, and they've revitalized this abandoned building to be this incredible space, local library, and it's won all sorts of awards. So my question to you, or to get a reaction from you, Tom, is the role of these kinds of newly formed nostalgic once upon a time places, and how hospitality and tourism is getting, is linking in with this for a new type of travel experience. So what's your reaction to this kind of new trend out there?
It's an interesting question. I have visited Berlin and saw a lot of the revitalization going on there. Of course, it was after the wall fell. I was really surprised. Actually, my wife and I were surprised to see how much revitalization was going on and building was going on. Companies like Sony Corporation and other large entities had really committed to reinvesting and really saw it as a huge opportunity. But the location that you show us here in closer in your backyard there, I think we see some of those trends where you are seeing revitalization or repurposing of buildings in hospitality, specifically with some of the legacy hotels, whether they're taking over, even here in Chicago, they've taken over a lot of older, very underutilized or unrentable in some cases office space that they've then converted into hospitality.
Interesting challenge, interesting opportunity, but because there's a press release waiting to happen. There's local news, this abandoned place, but being revitalized. But I can only imagine retrofitting new some of our latest technologies in some of these buildings, and that must be an issue for a challenge in your space, particularly, but any thoughts on the kind of retrofitting challenge that these spaces have? Kind of
Well,
put you on
yeah,
the
I mean,
spot.
yeah, from a company that provides real-time tracking location services, certainly there are challenges with some of the enormous spaces that are out there. So a lot of virtual space.
Yeah.
It makes it difficult when it's not a compartmentalized, like defined room, right? It's an
Yeah.
open
Yeah.
space.
Right.
So that is a challenge.
But what an interesting challenge for for us to take on, and I think a much more interesting experience for a traveler. I mean, um, we attend ITB every year, and now I'm thinking about maybe bolting on a day or two for my ITB Berlin visit to check out this derelict. I don't know when it's going to open, this the derelict um, theme park, but fascinating. Um, Fascinating development. I love those old places. Atlanta, Sean, you know all about like the Ponce City Market and all of those places. Once upon a time, it was this kind of empty, derelict building, but now injecting new life into it. It's kind of cool development.
Yeah, it is. That's an excellent example here. But with all of the malls that aren't being used anymore, the derelict
Yeah,
buildings,
yeah,
the basic sprawl, I think happy accidents are like this train car, being used as a table. I mean, I love that. The fact that they took the fact that it's a boomy space and then used this simple drapery to kind of divide the space. I mean, I could definitely imagine this, using it for speaking events, having people, talk, concerts. There just seem to be so many uses for these spaces. Obviously, the other big issue is, retrofitting plumbing. Now you've got a public space. My father was a plumber, sorry. So of course I'm thinking about, how
yeah.
do
Pretty
when,
essential.
when they regentrify those, the, what is it, the, uh, you know, places in New York that were the old factory buildings and stuff, and the artists always move
Warehouses.
in. The artists move in, it becomes really cool. Then they kick all the artists out again. They put the plumbing in, finally, and then now it's the place to be. So, this just keeps happening over and over again, and I love the little design, accidents and things like that. So very
Yeah,
cool, yeah.
cool
One of the
stuff.
other things I noticed in the picture here that was interesting is the way that they took the rawness of the open space, but also kind of brought some more organic elements of some of the plants and things they've put into
Yeah,
into that environment, so that it's not
yeah.
just a stark what it was; it's kind of what it is now.
Yeah, yeah, plopping little like living rooms, spaces, and yeah, making it cozy. Being it's a big thing here in the Netherlands is having that gezellig, this sense of coziness that they talk about. That's of high value culturally here. So they had to make sure that they had that kind of cozy elements, even though it's this massive space. So I have not actually been in there, but my son is in university there, and he loves to go there and study, and he sends videos like this is the coolest space. So it's the if the late teens, early 20s people are thinking it's cool, it must be something to it, I guess. Cool.
Interesting.
Tom, love having the conversation. I hope you'll come back and do another reaction video. Hopefully it wasn't too painful.
No, it wasn't. Enjoyed
Very
the conversation. Very
very,
interesting.
very good. Well, thanks for being a great sport. Sean, any parting comments?
Nope.
Not very rarely a man of few words. So, but very good. Thanks
Thank
everybody.
you.
See you. Thank you. See you at the next reaction video.